Hey everyone, this is Coach Brenda Kelly coming to you. It is Friday, and so I wanted to come on and just let this be a relaxed time just to share with you today. So what we're going to talk about today is being your best self. Being your best self. So when you think about being your best self, how can you be your best self? I'm talking about being the best that you can be right now, before you're giving everything away, before you have exhausted everything, doing for other people, just taking care of everything and everybody, especially as a mom, a mother, maybe the head of the household. If you are a single mom, I've been in that place, doing everything and taking care of everybody. So I'm talking about being your best self right now. So I am talking from being an empty nester. I just turned 60 last month. And so these are some pivotal times for me. And I found myself really focusing in on Brenda. What do I need for Brenda? We value what everyone else is doing. If we get a compliment sometimes, we right away say, oh, that was really nothing. But if someone is complimenting you, they're telling you that they value you, that they look up to you, that you've done something worthy of a compliment. So take those things and enjoy the compliment and just say thank you. It starts with you. How can you be your best self? How can you be the best that you can be right now? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I have a scripture that's found in Judges, and it's Judges 6:14 through 15. And this is where the Lord was talking to Gideon, and he told him to go in this might of yours. He said, go in this might of yours and save Israel from the Midianites. He said, do not I send you? Now God was telling him, go in your strength. Do you know that I'm sending you? And he said to him, please, Lord, how can I save Israel? How can I save my people? And he said, behold, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh. He was telling God, Lord, my clan, now God already knew what the deal was, but he said, my clan is the weakest of them all. And he said, and Lord, I'm the weakest in my family. So Gideon already didn't have a good self-image. He did not have the confidence in himself, let alone having the confidence in God. And that is one of the things that we have to really work on, is having that confidence in, number one, who God is in our lives, and having confidence to believe and know that whatever God has placed in us, it is for the kingdom, and it is to be used for his glory. And so Gideon was letting God know, Lord, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. So I want to talk about being your best self now. Being your best self now. How do you turn from always people pleasing or taking care of everybody else? And a lot of times we do that. We are always looking to people and encouraging and talking well of people, but when it comes down to ourselves, we think less of ourselves. So I want to talk first about how you be your best self. Number one is putting God first. Putting God first in everything that you do. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your might. This is my favorite scripture. Lean not on your own understanding, but it says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. So when you put God first, when you trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding, the enemy will bring to your mind thoughts and ideas about who you are, about who you're supposed to be in the kingdom. But it says trust in the Lord and don't lean on your own understanding, because it's not always going to be favorable for you. Number 2, value yourself. Value yourself over everything. You know, a lot of times we put value in our children, you know, especially, you know, our children. We put value in our spouse. We put value in everything else. And we put ourselves last. And really, we should, after God, we should value ourselves. The scripture says, love your neighbor as yourself. So it's telling you that you come first. You love your neighbor, you love that person, but love your neighbor as yourself. So but a lot of times we are taking care of everyone else. We are focusing on everyone else and what, you know, we can do for someone else. Why? Because we are seeking out validation. We want to be loved. We want to be needed. We, you know, with our children, you know, we want to be needed. We want to feel like we have done something for someone else. Value yourself, taking care of yourself. You know, how do you take care of yourself? By really focusing in on you, you know, taking care of you. God gave you gifts. He gave us talents. He gave us abilities. But are we really housing those gifts, those talents, those abilities? How are we housing our gifts, our talents, our abilities? Are you nurturing yourself? Are you spending time on yourself, doing skincare, you know, taking care of your body, making sure that you have the proper nutrients and foods, feeding yourself the right things, not the fried foods, high carb foods, but really eating things that are going to be healthy for your body. Number 3 is extending to others what you've been given. So after you take care of yourself, extend to others what God has given you. The overflow goes to family, goes to friends, goes to your loved ones. After you have filled up with His love, with His peace, with His joy, you know, not walking around disturbed and angry. And have you ever been around a person who walks around and when you see them, you know they have the anger spirit, or they are complainers? Everybody that comes around, if they go to a restaurant, they're complaining. They're always angry. Have you ever seen that? And it's so disturbing. But when you have love, when you have joy, when you have peace on the inside, that overflow extends to the people that are connected to you. When they see you coming, they know that there is love, there's peace, there's joy, there's a peaceful. I love when people come over to my house because they say, oh, it's so peaceful in here. Why? Because we carry a spirit of peace in our home. Then number 4, using your gifts to really love on others, using your gifts to encourage other people. What has God given you? What gift, what talent, what ability has He given you to be used? God didn't give us gifts just to have and just to hold on to and let people brag on us. But He gave us a gift. He gave us, whether it's the gift of music, whether it's the gift of artistry, you know, maybe you can draw really well, maybe you can, you're a good photographer, you know, a cook, you know, whatever it is, those gifts He gave us to share with the world. So using those gifts to encourage someone that's sick, you may cook and you may take them a meal. That is what it's all about. It's all about really being the best you now. And then number 5, Philippians 4:13 says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Being your best self. You can do all things. That means that anything that God calls you to do, that means that living a healthy lifestyle, taking care of yourself, encouraging, not only taking care of yourself, but encouraging those around you to do the same, to really eat healthy, to love on themselves. When you love yourself, it shows inside and out. It's not just something, it's easy to put on clothing and wear a certain thing and have name brand this and that on, but on the inside you're dying. It's not only an outside job, it's an inside job, loving yourself. I can do all things through Christ who gives me the strength. He gives me the strength to do everything I walk out every single day. So that was my encouragement for today. Happy Friday to you. I encourage you to be the best you that you can be right now. Don't wait. Don't wait until your kids are grown. A lot of times we try to do all these things for our kids, and then when we get older, like as I'm getting, then we have nothing for ourselves because everything was invested in our children. Everything was invested in that. That was our hope. And then when they're gone, we feel like, okay, now where do I go from here? No, you can start right where you are right now, being the best you can be now. All right. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I will be back soon. Come back and share with you more good news. Take care. Hey everyone, I want to say first of all, thank you to you, all of my subscribers, for coming on, just sharing, encouraging me on my new channel. I want to encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to hear more of, what you want to see. This channel is all about thriving with Brenda K. It's not about just surviving, getting through life, but it is thriving in every area of your life. So I encourage you, subscribe. I will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and I will be sharing more information with you about health, about taking care of yourself, about wellness. It's all about thriving in your life. Take care.